Hello, my name is Jo Carnegie and I'm a wellbeing writer and a loneliness expert. Loneliness is a feeling of lack, a feeling of emptiness, a feeling that you are isolated and you're not getting your social and emotional needs met for whatever reasons. Loneliness still has a certain stigma to it, a taboo that we feel embarrassed about feeling lonely. You know, if we have an active life, we're working, we know people, there's no reason why we think we should feel lonely when actually it's a totally normal and expected part of modern life. It really is. We might have loads of people in our lives, we might be part of a really busy workplace or be part of a family or a relationship, but if we're not getting the kind of emotional depth and recognition from our relationships, we can feel really lonely and isolated. If it's left unchecked, that's when loneliness, the vicious cycle can set in. Before you know it, you can become, depressed and very anxious, socially anxious as well. So it's about catching these things before they go too far and recognising that if you're feeling lonely, this is normal. What can I do about it? Who can I talk to? Loneliness right now is so important for the teaching community because the cognita community, it's a really sociable profession. You're used to being around people all day. You form strong friendships, and now everything has changed. So we had an email from a head teacher. Many of her staff weren't able and haven't been able to go home and see their families because of the travel restrictions through COVID. If you are a head teacher or a leader in this situation, if you have staff that are coming to you that are saying they're lonely, if you have staff you're worried about because you think they're lonely or being isolated, it's about a soft entry point in. So I said it's about the language before that we use around loneliness, that we're not suffering from it, we experience it. It's a human experience that we have. And so rather than going and saying, are you lonely? You can say, are you okay? I've noticed I haven't really seen you much recently. You seem a bit isolated. Is there anything that I can do at the moment? Because obviously we are living in extraordinary times and we need to really be there for each other. So what can I do to help you? I'd also say as well that it's about, what can you do in the workplace, so in schools. So you probably have some staff maybe still teaching from home remotely, and maybe some staff are back in schools, but they're doing the whole social distancing thing, which can feel very isolated, and we're not able to have those natural and spontaneous social connections and conversations we had before. So what can you do as a leader to bring back that social time in your workplace? And it could be, encouraging your staff to buddy up and go for wellbeing walks where people come together every Saturday or once a month and they just walk and they talk. And that's seen, it's not really for the exercise point of view, which is great though, it's actually more for the mental health benefits of doing that. It's fantastic. So can you actually organise for staff to spend time away from school together in an outdoor safe environment where they just can buddy up and kind of help each other and talk about how they're feeling and just be seen as individuals in their own situation rather than teachers or colleagues. 3 top tips for loneliness, whether this is for yourself feeling lonely or if somebody else. Number 1, recognise that you're lonely. Number 2, realise it's completely normal. And number 3, reach out and engage in the world again.